Hi Sagittarius, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are trying to focus in on all the positive energy around you, both just generally, but also focusing in a little bit on love this week, okay? Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. It really does help out the channel, so thank you so much. This week we have the Innocent Secrets Lenormand. I also have the Pop Art Lenormand, as well as two oracle decks here. I've got the Spill the Tea Oracle, as well as those beautiful heart-shaped lovers oracle cards. Okay, so getting into it for you, Sagittarius, starting off with just the general energy, any general messages that need to come through for you. Positive energy for you, Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. Positive energy for our Sagittarians. What's going on for Sagittarius? Looking pretty safe and stable here. Just clarify that second card. Just clarifying that second card. Is that directly referring to the fourth card, or is there a person connected to this message for our Sagittarius? You're probably one of our first messages for the week, Sagittarius, that it seems to be a little bit about career for you, Sagittarius. We actually have the anchor starting us off. So it's kind of that energy where, I feel like what's been going on for you with this anchor energy is that there is a part of you that has been feeling a little bit stuck, a little bit held back. When it comes to, like I said, I do feel for a lot of you this is career, but take it as it resonates, guys. But there is a certain area of your life where you have been feeling a little bit stuck, a little bit held back. But it's not actually that you're not actually stuck. All right, what's actually going on here is that it's just kind of that reliable, dependable kind of energy. It's kind of that energy of that's kind of why you're feeling stuck, because it's just like comfortability. You're kind of questioning yourself, like, oh, is this too comfortable? Because it's quite stable and it's quite, dependable. It's something you can rely on. It's kind of that mundaneness of I know exactly what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. It's very functional, for you in your life. And there's part of you that is kind of questioning, do I need the excitement? Do I need more excitement? This is, this is really great. This is good. I'm quite comfortable here. It's safe. It's secure. But is that what I want? You're kind of just questioning yourself, I feel, for a lot of you, as to is the stability. I just feel it's that kind of that energy of like, there's just a part of you that wants a bit of craziness, and maybe you're just so used to other things in your life being hectic and crazy and non-functional, that to have something stable and reliable is kind of like, you're like, oh, is that too boring? But I don't think it actually is, at all. It's just part of you, I feel, is questioning it, because you're just so used to other things being out of control and very unstable, that to have something quite stable is that you're actually questioning that, because you're like, oh, is that normal? Like, yeah, it is. Okay, it's totally fine. It's actually a good thing that it's stable and reliable. So there's no need to really question yourself on that. If because you do have a strong relationship here. We do have the ring. So I feel as like there's just part of you, once again, where it's like, oh, in the past when things have been, when I've started to get comfortable in something, that's when things go like haywire, and am I going to have this, following the same pattern, or what's going on here. You're just a little bit unsure. But I feel like it's just your personal fear, and patterns that you may have experienced elsewhere in your life that are making you question this. But I feel like the answer is actually in the comfortability, that this is actually, you know, something that you can rely on, and there's no need for it to go crazy in order for it to, change. It doesn't need to change. It's actually quite steady as she goes. It's actually quite reliable, and it's something to help anchor you through the storm. So, when everything else in your life is going crazy, at least this is safe and secure, and you can rely on that. It's kind of like, if everything else in your life goes haywire all of a sudden, at least you know that you can go to, like I said, once again, it does feel like work. You can go to your career and you know what's expected of you, and you know that it's not going crazy, and, you can just chill out and know exactly what to do without having to, deal with things on the fly and that sort of stuff. I do have that ring clarified by the bear here, which that is, boss type energy, authority type energy, somebody very tall, strong, powerful. I feel that this is you, that it's just a strong, powerful relationship here. There is an energy here of you being, it's good for you to, nurture your position, with, take a little bit more control and power here. Power is yours for the taking. Leadership is yours for the taking here. Making sure you do have nice, firm, professional boundaries here. That is, most likely a career card. The bear quite often can be a bit of a career card. But we do also see here the cross and then the fish. Okay, so the fish is really a big indicator here that this is connected to your career, your money side of things. And it's kind of like, it just feels like for you that it's like the main message coming through is like, stop questioning whether this is okay, that it's like this, that it is just mundane and stable, because that's good. That's actually a good thing, Sagittarius. It may not be as quite exciting as, the craziness is sometimes, but it's stable, it's secure. You can rely on this. Like I said, with everything else going crazy around you, use this to anchor you and know that this is this is something that is going to stay the same. It's going to stay something, secure, and I can rely on that. And I know that I'm going to go to work and everything's going to, go this way and that way, and this is going to happen, and then that's going to happen. When I go home, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's kind of just telling you, have a bit more faith. Have a bit more faith in who you are as an employee as well. Even if you're the boss or whatever, have a little bit more faith in yourself. It's part of your destiny. This is part of your destiny. It's part of your stability, and it will lead to greater financial gain in the future here, I feel, for a lot of you as well. But, you can rely on this and have a little bit more faith in this being something that you deserve as well. I feel like some of you may be going, oh, do I really deserve something this stable? And that's why you're questioning it, because you're just so used to things being cray-cray. It's okay to have something that's not in your life. It's perfectly fine to have something in your life that is, solid. There's nothing wrong with that. So I don't know why that's coming through as your main message, but that's what I'm getting from that message there. But we are sort of trying to focus in a little bit on love this week. So we'll have a look at love and romance for you, Sagittarius. I just feel like I just wanted to remind you, there's no need to doubt yourself, and have a little bit more faith that, yes, this is, it is leading to more money. It is nice and stable. You do have a good relationship with the boss by the look of it. You're a good relationship with, the career itself, with the stability of that. So keep on going, keep going there. Don't question it to the point where you abandon ship, basically. All right. Okay, Sagittarius, what's going on for Sagittarius with love and romance? Love and romance for our Sagittarius. Ooh. I can't remember who I've seen some of these energies already this week, but I feel like they're each for individual signs as well. So I know one of them was Aries that had this. And then the other two, I think, were water signs that had those two. So, if you do have other strong placements, you may want to check those as well, Sagittarius. We do have cuffing season coming through for you here. Single and ready to mingle, ready for a relationship, on the hunt. So ready to lock it down, Sagittarius. So those of you who are single, or maybe somebody who is coming towards you that is single and trying to sort of lock it down with you. I do feel that for some of you here that are already in a connection, it's kind of like they are trying to secure it a little bit more. They're trying to lock it into position a little bit more rather than, slipping backwards or moving too far forwards in the connection. They're trying to sort of lock it down to exactly what it is right now. So, if you are in a casual connection, for example, someone may be trying to, lock it in. Like I'm getting lock it in, Eddie, which is in Australia, like it's off Australia's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. They say, lock it in, Eddie. That's my answer. Lock it in. So it feels like somebody doing that. So whether you're in a connection that's, a long-term connection, a casual connection, whatever sort of connection it is, it feels like somebody else is trying to sort of lock it in that same position and not change it up or down. They're just happy with that. That's what they want. Lock it in. And those of you who are single, somebody may be actually coming in trying to, secure you down into a connection here. But it's kind of like there's a bit of a fight on your hands here, because not going to lie, throwing hands, all right? So disagreements, hostility and animosity, conflict and fighting. So it's kind of like you may be fighting this, or if you're trying to lock it down with somebody else, they may be fighting this. It just kind of feels as though it's like a natural inclination to fight against this. So, someone's trying to put you in handcuffs and you're probably like me and you're like, F the police. I can be a little bit like, I really am anti-authority when it's, somebody trying to put authority on me. I get very, it's just something to do with my neurodivergency. Yeah, it's I'm very anti-authority. It's I fight against it is my sort of automatic response to authority. And it kind of feels like that. That's what's going on here. It's just disagreeing with the cuffing, disagreeing with the locking it down kind of thing. And you're like, you can't chain me down. You can't lock me down. So it kind of feels like that. And then you're coming along going, sorry, not sorry. We have the sorry, not sorry card here. Unbothered by, unremorseful, it says, avoiding accountability, neglecting responsibility. So it kind of feels like you're just like, no. Someone's trying to lock it down with you and you're like, no, sorry, not sorry. You're just like, there's no argument here. I'm not gonna put up an even though we're seeing the fighting thing, I'm not going to put up a fight because it's a no and it's a no and that's it, full stop. Like you're just sorry, not sorry. This is my point. I'm not going to let you do this. Bang, done. There's no arguing with you, Sagittarius. It's very much like, you're trying to cuff me? No. Sorry. Bye. Sorry. Not sorry. That if you're trying to cuff me, no, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do it my way, says Sagittarius, is what I'm kind of picking up here. We also have the Fuego card. Chemistry, intense passion, things heating up. All right. And so Sagittarius, this is like fire energy for sure. And that's exactly why you're doing this. That's why you're doing this, because it's coming from passion. It's coming from, you being a fire sign. It's coming from your inner fire. Like, no. I'm getting it in a very speak to the hand kind of way, Sagittarius is going to run this show. You do it my way or the highway, you do it my way or nothing. Sagittarius, you're really seeming to be taking control of this situation, and you're just sort of fighting against whatever this person is trying to lock into place with you, whether it's you know, and it doesn't even seem to be that you don't want to, you're not attracted to this person or anything like that. It's they're just trying to put authority on you, and you're like, no, you're not doing that. I'm the boss here. I'm the one running this. Thank you. We'll lock it down when I decide. And they'll go, okay, like, and it kind of feels like this energy of they'll go, okay, I'll let you decide. And then as soon as they're like, okay, you've got power of this Sagittarius, then you'll be like, okay, now we can lock it down. It is just feeling a little bit like sparring for the sake of sparring. You know, it's fun. It's not a bad negative fighting. It's a kind of just a sparring, like seeing how far you can push this person, and you know, they're just trying to like take control, and you're like, nope. Sagittarius, I'm Sagittarius. I'm in control. What are you talking about? You know, like it just feels a little bit like that. A little bit of a power play. This person trying to take power, and you're like, hang on, I'm the one in charge here. Any extra clarity for Sagittarius on this message? Why is this coming through as a positive for Sagittarius in love and romance? You just like the challenge, not gonna lie. I think you just enjoy the challenge, Sagittarius. Like if everything went your way, you like that this person is sparring a little bit with you, because if everything went your way, you wouldn't be interested. But as soon as, you know, even though because it feels like that's what they're doing, you know, them trying to lock it down. That's actually what you want, I feel, for a lot of you, and you're just like, I'm just going to like spar with you over this just for the sake of it. And then I'm going to get what I want anyway. I'm just going to because I know now that that's what you want and you want to lock it down. But now I'm just like, I'm just going to like spar a little bit, you know, build up the fire, build up the tension a little bit so we can have the makeup sex or whatever, you know. We see the fish coming through here. So I do feel as though this is, it's just an abundance of, like it's kind of like a playful kind of thing. Like we do see the financial card there. So you may be connecting with a Gemini or a water sign with that particular card. We've also got a Capricorn card here as well, because we do have the flowers and then the mountain. So, you know, this just tells me that, you know, this is actually just coming through as a little bit of playful, you know, wealth. You're just trying to create an abundance of problems just for the sake of fixing them. You know, like that's kind of what it feels like, that, you know, I'm just going to give my all to being a challenge. I'm not going to make it easy for you. I'm going to be a challenge. And you know, if you're willing to put in the work to overcome these challenges I keep throwing your way, then I know that you're my little fish that's worth the effort. You know, you just want to make this person swim upstream a little bit. So it's, you know, like making them work for it a bit. And, you know, you just enjoy the challenge. You enjoy, you know, giving your all to the challenge and receiving the challenge in return is kind of what I feel like. It's kind of like, you know, you don't want anything to be too easy when it comes to love and romance, because, you know, I just feel like you don't trust the easy side of things. If it's too easy, you just don't trust it. So it's kind of like you've just got to create some challenges and you know, if you can, you know, show that you're willing to put in the work to, you know, rise to the challenge, then we can, you know, getting back to things. But, you know, you've got to rise to that challenge first. So it's a bit of a fun. What's friendly fire? Any extra messages here for Sagittarius with love and romance? Love and romance for our Sagittarius. So I really feel as though, you know, this person, they better be able to handle the heat, I suppose, because you're just having fun with them and not. Okay, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So I feel like that's just, affirming that, don't try to hide this playful fire from from your person. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel like you have to just, be, what's the word, demure, just because what you think you should do. Don't think you should just go along with things. No, be true to yourself. And if being true to yourself is, bringing a little bit of that fire and, throwing some challenges out there and to see if someone's willing to meet those, that's you. Freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. All right. So I feel like that's actually the right move for you because it's true to you. It's true to you. So, you've got that fire inside you, Sagittarius. Don't be afraid to play with it a little bit. All right. That's what we've got for you, Sagittarius. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all again soon.